It's small. Let me tell you something that nobody in your life is going to say to your face. The system isn't broken. It's working exactly as designed, just not for you. And until you understand why, you'll keep spinning your wheels wondering what you're missing. I didn't figure this out in school. I figured it out the hard way after I walked away from a job in my early 20s with nothing but a decision. A few years later, I was a multi-millionaire. Today, I'm walking you through the exact 5-stage process that got me there and what it will actually take to get you there too. Stage 1, drifting. So where does everyone start? Someone tells you dropshipping is the move. Then you hear crypto is the answer. Then it's day trading. Then it's flipping sneakers. And you freeze. Not because you're lazy, but because there are too many doors and you're terrified of opening the wrong one. Here's the thing nobody says. In the real world, there isn't one right door. There are several, but leaving them all closed because you can't decide. That's the worst option of all. When you don't choose, life chooses for you. And life is not rooting for you. This is stage 1, drifting. People here float from job to job, hustle to hustle, hoping something will eventually click. There's a line that's stuck with me for years. If you're not building your own dream, someone will pay you to build theirs. And that's exactly where drifters end up, working hard for other people's goals, wondering why their own never seem to get closer. Ask yourself honestly right now, are you drifting? Because I've sat across from countless ambitious young people whose words said, I want to be rich, but whose days told a completely different story. They tell me money doesn't make you happy, but that's a line the already comfortable tell the people they need to stay affordable. Money is freedom, and freedom, that actually does make people happy. A drifter can win the lottery. A drifter can catch a lucky break, but a drifter will never build wealth on their own terms. The only way to change that is a decision, and that's exactly what stage 2 is built around. Stage 2, obsession. Here's the uncomfortable part. You can change your entire life's direction in a single moment, not over months, not through some slow transformation. One decision. The outcome takes time to show up, but the decision is the switch. Stage 2 is called obsession. And if that word made you uncomfortable, that discomfort is something you need to address right now. There is nothing wrong with wanting money. Money means you stop being controlled by other people. It means your time belongs to you. Now, here's where most people fool themselves. They think obsession means they care a lot, but they're also learning Spanish, training for a half marathon, picking up guitar, and trying to start a business all at the same time. Pick any one of those goals. Becoming truly great at it is already a full-time mission. Stack them all together and you don't have ambition. You have a hobby list. I can tell you from experience, if I hadn't stripped everything else away in those early years and locked in on one thing, I wouldn't be where I am today. Obsession isn't romantic. It's singular. It's uncomfortable. And it's the only way through. But obsession without direction is just energy burning out. Which brings us to the question you actually need to answer. What are you going to obsess about? Stage 3, discover it. Here's why most people get stuck at this exact point. They think building wealth means inventing something new, finding the next crypto before it moons, cracking some secret nobody's ever thought of. That's not how it works. The fastest path forward is a proven one. Find someone already doing what you want to do. Figure out exactly how they got there. Then follow their footsteps, skip their mistakes, and move faster than they did. This is stage 3, discovery. When I was thinking about opening my first radio-controlled model shop, I didn't just dive in. I got a Saturday job at a local model shop first. Not for the money, for the knowledge. I asked questions constantly. I talked to customers, stayed late, and took notes. I even spent my Sundays finding out what people actually wanted from a shop like that. I was obsessed with understanding the proven pathway before I walked it myself. The principle is identical for any high-income skill. Video editing, short-form content creation, eBay reselling, deal negotiating, dropshipping. None of these require genius. They require finding someone who's already cracked the code and learning from them directly. Not famous influencers monetizing their lifestyle. Real people in Discord communities, on Instagram, at events. People whose income comes from actual skill. That's how you know the blueprint is real. Getting someone to openly share their exact process is the hardest part of this stage. But once you have it, everything that comes next accelerates. Stage 4, acceleration. Now you have a pathway. Time to actually walk it, even if you walk it badly at first. Stage 4 is acceleration. And the first rule is simple. Start before you're ready. Offer your service for free if you have to. Launch the store before it's perfect. Post the video before you think it's good enough. The early results will be rough. That's not failure. That's the entrance fee. What actually speeds up your growth isn't more hours. It's better feedback. And this is where most people quietly ruin themselves. They show their work to the people who love them most. Family, close friends, people who have every reason to be kind and almost no ability to be genuinely useful. You end up believing you're on track while you're heading in completely the wrong direction. You need feedback from people outside your circle, people who've done what you're trying to do, people who'll tell you what's wrong, not what's impressive. Here's something nobody warns you about. This season, the acceleration stage is going to feel lonely. Not a little bit lonely, actually lonely. Your old friends are still living the life you left behind. The successful people you want to connect with don't know you exist yet. You're in the middle, grinding in silence with no one around who really gets it. My own son went through this after leaving school. He chose videography over university. For 2 solid years, he worked by himself, shooting, editing, getting feedback, adjusting, repeating. No real audience, few wins, plenty of doubt. Most people would have quit. Most people do. If you're in that middle space right now, outgrown your old life but not yet arrived, the most valuable thing you can do is find other people in the same trench, the ones grinding alongside you, one step ahead of you. That energy is worth more than almost anything else you'll find online. When you push through this stage, something shifts, and that shift has a name. Stage 5, freedom. Before we talk about investing money, let's talk about the most important investment you'll ever make. It's not a stock. It's not a property. It's you. Your skills compound exactly like interest does, quietly, consistently, faster than you expect. The return on learning beats almost every asset class over time. Stage 5 is freedom. If you've done the work, it arrives. You work from anywhere. You answer to no one. You buy what you want. That moment is real, and I remember exactly when it hit. But here's where most people make the mistake that cost them everything they built. Being rich and being wealthy are not the same thing. Rich is a moment. Wealthy is a system. When the money starts coming in, you'll face a fall. You can spend it, the car, the clothes, the trips, or you can take a meaningful percentage of it and put it back to work. Index funds, crypto, individual stocks, new skills that open new income streams. I'll be direct. No genuinely wealthy person is impressed by a young person burning through their money on status symbol. We see the opportunity cost. We see what that same money becomes in 5 years if it's reinvested instead of spent. The flash isn't impressive. It's just visible. Whatever you spend today on things that don't grow you, you're taking it from your future self. Wealthy people reinvest. They build. They stay curious. Poor people spend to impress other people who can't actually afford to be impressed. Whatever you spend today on things that don't grow you, you're taking it from your future self. Wealthy people reinvest. They build. They stay curious. Poor people spend to impress other people who can't actually afford to be impressed. Even at stage 5, keep a couple of hours a day for learning. Books, communities, people who know more than you. The ROI on that habit is something no single asset can match. 5 stages, 1 decision to start. The only question left is, which stage are you actually in right now?